so honored to see so many distinguished guests present in the audience and in this very special hall.
And most importantly, thank you to our esteemed honorees. You are the reason we are gathered here today, to recognize and celebrate your important contributions to how business leadership and practice should be developed.
POMAN Law, Hong Kong, China. POMAN Law is Group Managing Director of Regal Hotels International, Hong Kong, and the creator of Century Innovative Technology Limited, a children's media company. The company produces Body and Friends, an award-winning 3D animated TV show, and its companion website, bodyworld.com, both designed to advance children's cognitive and moral development in China. Her venture also offers an online, interactive English learning platform. Through the Body Love Foundation, selfie time. Through the Body Love Foundation, POMAN Law supports the health and education needs of underprivileged children. She has also campaigned for children's right to play and encouraged Chinese children to donate pocket money to the less fortunate. In a country where fast-paced development and wealth creation are so prominent, Law has put her business skills and acumen to the service of engaging children in a meaningful way. Bridging education and entertainment, her edutainment products revolutionize how ethical behavior is taught to the young. For her visionary work in engaging and empowering children in the world's most populous country, POMAN Law is named a Business for Peace honoree.
What a great pleasure to stand up here with you. We should have an animated film here right now, but let me ask you some hopefully animated questions. Your series, Body and Friends, has been shown on 120 channels and portals in China. What lessons do you hope the program imparts to young people and future generations?
Well, the core message behind Body and Friends is for kids to embrace a sense of mission in life, and to also develop a moral compass that will help them navigate through the rough seas along the journey of life. Because I believe that when you know your meaning in life, you will never question why you are here doing what you are, and also you will live each day to the fullest, and you will never feel lost or disillusioned. So through identifying with Body and Friends, we hope kids will be able to find their sense of purpose in life, so that they will also feel empowered to become little heroes and grow up to be wise and compassionate leaders of tomorrow.
Fantastic. One more question.
Okay. Oh, you have a mic.
Yeah, I already have the mic. As someone who works a lot with children, I am truly warmed by what you say, so I am now one of Bodhi's friends. But let me also ask you, what is your main motivation or your driving force when you develop this business?
Well, I actually grew up in a family business of hotel and real estate development. So obviously, it's quite unrelated to to Bodhi and Friends. And yet, I believe that everything you do in life contributes to what you are trying to achieve. So actually, 10 years ago, I decided to pursue, to sort of relive my childhood mission, because I actually studied psychology back at Duke University. And I've always believed that mental health is just as important as psychological health. And in Asia, actually, that is still not very appreciated. So I've always believed in the importance of promoting psychological health. However, I chose to enter my family business, but I sort of relived that mission by creating Bodhi and Friends. When I actually met my son, I call him my son because Bodhi is actually a poodle. When I brought him around, he is such a wonderful source of joy and inspiration to all around us. So I decided to turn him into a cartoon character. Back then, it was just a non-profit venture, a project that I worked on with other students, vocational school students, and we would publish comics, strips on websites and newspapers, etc. But I realized to really appeal to children, we had to turn it into 3D animation games that can really engage children's interests. And therefore, I had to turn it into a commercial venture. However, the mission remains the same, to develop children's wisdom and compassion and to foster moral values.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
POMAN, we're looking very much forward to hear from you, to hear about where you draw your inspiration from, and not the least about how you have ended up with this conviction that working with the children really is the key. Please.
Distinguished members and jury of the Business for Peace Foundation, most distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Words really cannot express how I feel tonight, just how grateful and honored I am to receive this most meaningful award. I have received different sorts of awards, but this one indeed fills me with the greatest sense of fulfillment and pride. Because, in fact, when I was a child, I never thought that I would follow my father's route. I studied psychology back in university, and I was somehow, I had the wrong belief that when you run a profitable business, you somehow have to take advantage of consumers' gullibility to generate profits. But once I graduated from university and started to learn from my dad and to actually start working, I realized that actually the most successful businesses in this world actually are the most socially responsible ones. And I'm proud to be standing here today for I would say, a rather risky, brave endeavor. Financially, it's probably quite far behind a lot of the companies mentioned here today. But it is actually very satisfying to be recognized for not just the monetary impact or the dollar amount that, that you generate, but also the positive impact that you create on society. Before I go further, I need to first thank my mom, and also my aunt for coming all the way. My God, it's my second day, and it was difficult to keep my eyes open, so actually it's quite a journey. But I'm sure actually the journey of raising me into who I am is actually much more challenging than just the past few days. Without my parents, my mom for her unconditional love and support, I certainly wouldn't be standing here today. My father for giving me a great platform to pursue all my interests, and you know, the whole family being so supportive in my pursuit of the craziest dreams. As a child, I've always dreamt of being a hero. So today I'm still not flying as Superwoman, nor have I invented any life-saving drug. And yet, I'm being honored with this most prestigious award. So, Bodhi and Friends is an entertainment venture that I launched 3 years ago with a very clear sense of mission. We aim to empower children with a strong sense of meaning in life, and also to develop a moral compass to encourage them to become little heroes who can make a positive impact on society. This has not been an easy path because I grew up in a family business of hotel and real estate. And in Chinese, there's a Chinese saying, when you switch to another industry, it's like going to another mountain. and believe it or not, it is not easy to start an online education venture targeted at preschoolers, because if you look at the most financially successful companies around the world, they are gaming companies targeted at teenagers or above. Or it could be online education companies that are that focus on examination. But what we strive to achieve via Bodhi and Friends interactive media is to nurture wisdom and compassion. And our mission is very simple, but really the process is more challenging than ever, because I don't think anyone has found the formula yet. So every day is about flexible focus. One of my favorite quotes from my high school years is Friedrich Nietzsche. He who has a why can bear with any how. So this journey has been extremely challenging, but because we have remained steadfast to our mission, I have never regretted a single minute that I started this venture. And this includes actually quite a bit of sacrifices. I had a pretty stressless career before I started Bodhi and Friends, but the past 3 years, I think I've had to solve more headaches than the past 30 years added together. And you know, this also includes sacrificing time spent with my family. But again, my family has been extremely supportive. And I think just because of the fact that we never questioned the meaning of this business venture, everything is worthwhile. My dream, back to my dream, this is the motivational force behind everything. Our dream is for every child to grow up also believing that they can be a glorious hero who can change the world. I wish every child to wake up every morning feeling thrilled and feeling very motivated to do something that can make a positive difference. I wish every graduate to pursue a meaningful career to live for, and not just a job to support your living. I wish every young leader to be motivated by a compelling desire to not only realize their own dreams, but also to empower others to pursue meaningful dreams with virtuous motivations. So a fundamental challenge that we face on a daily basis is how to align company mission with profitability targets. As I said, most animation and game companies, they will have to rely on addiction and high spending as the cornerstone for financial success. To reap short-term gains, they often have to appeal to the young audience desire for combat violence, for senseless humor, because ultimately, these motivational messages might not be the most attractive or the most, the sexiest content. However, I'm proud to say that we have successfully sailed through uncharted territories in the raging blue oceans by strictly adhering to our original mission and guiding principles. So since our premiere on CCTV, which is China's leading television channel last year, we were broadcasted prime time. We have been on over 100 channels and just about every online platform. We have built also a very large fan base, millions of kids. They fall in love with Bodhi and they identify with the characters. This year, I've been just overwhelmingly happy to find out that Bodhi and Friends has become the #1 cartoon brand in China in terms of viewership ratings. So, I've also got very attractive offers from just about every continent in the world. I hope that soon Bodhi and Friends will be in Norway and also all the countries from which the many friends that I've met tonight, so that these positive messages can be spread around the world. So this shows that a brand that inspires positive energy actually will ultimately emerge as one that is trusted by parents, that is endorsed by educators, and most importantly, beloved by kids. So I grew up, again, thinking businesses have to take advantage of others' gullibility. But in fact, like we have seen over and over tonight, the most successful ones are the really embrace social responsibility at its core. In modern society, a lot of us spend more time in front of computers, in the office, with our colleagues, much more than our beloved family members. So really, we should be living to work and not working to live. But when a business enterprise is driven by a clear sense of mission, you can attract talent and also strategic partnerships easily because there's a higher purpose that unites not just your staff, but also business partners who believe in the same goals. And then the employees will be united as a team and also intrinsically driven by virtuous motivation to perform at their very best, rather than simply as a call of job duty. And also, no matter how small or how big we grow as an enterprise, we must remain committed to the same guiding principles, because as a brand, if you can convey that message and represent those core values at every contact point to your own colleagues, to your customers, to your partners, then I believe we are much more able to weather through the natural ups and downs of the business cycle. Because we can never guarantee that our next product or service, well, us being in the mobile edutainment business. We can never guarantee that our next creation will be the most innovative one. But if our brand is supported by our fans because of the values that we represent, then I'm sure that they will continue to be loyal and will in fact help you weather through the storm. So Bodhi and Friends mission is loud and clear. And again, we try to stick to those values at every point. We strive to make learning maximally fun and effective. So in the past few years, our diverse team of experts in psychology, education, technology have collaborated with institutions around the world to develop a unique suite of edutainment products that are designed to inspire positive values and to foster the development of multiple intelligences in children. I stress multiple intelligences because we are very robust in our belief that kids really have to be developed as a whole person. So we did adopt a holistic approach to education because we believe that many of these other domains, for example, your adversity, quotient your ability to cope with negative emotions, far outweigh the importance of just academic knowledge in excelling in life. And Bodhi World is designed to be a professionally curated platform for parents and kids to access and also to share the world's best offerings. So in China, there are 20 million newborns a year. There's a huge population. And just now we were saying there are 300,000 games apps being loaded on the App Store. So there is almost like an oversupply of content out there. So our role is to really screen through and curate the best selection for the next generation so that they can be enjoying and being inspired by the best and safest content. So a lot of educators, they worry about technology having a negative impact on them and over-reliance on technological inventions. But we believe that we are adopting the latest inventions to create engaging content that makes learning fun. Because ultimately we are not about teaching or imparting knowledge, rather we are about empowering kids, encouraging them to seek knowledge actively through tasks, through play, through activities that they genuinely enjoy. And Bodhi and Friends is a champion of equality of dreams by empowering children with knowledge. And we believe that technological advancements actually present us with many opportunities to provide equal access to the best education, such that even underprivileged rural kids can be learning from the same teachers, the very best educators in the world, via an online learning platform. So let's join hands in fostering innovation and entrepreneurships directed towards generating positive change to humanity. And let's make every company a cradle where every employee feels empowered by the corporate culture to make positive change. And let's support businesses that truly care, that embrace social responsibility at its core, and that empower kids to become little heroes that can make a positive change to this world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, POMAN. I'm sure before midnight there will already be a Facebook with the Norwegian Bodhi and Friends supporters, and before the end of the week it will be screened in